Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 32 of XCom 2. In between videos I've just done a little bit of management with our new weapons. A couple of things that I went ahead and did. First of all, I went through to myself and gave myself the PCS4 superior mobility, so that gives me an extra, I think, plus 3 mobility, so we can move a little bit further. Quite useful because we don't have the run and gun ability, so that, at least I don't think we have the run and gun ability. I don't think I picked that one up. Yeah, we don't have run and gun, so that's actually quite nice for us because it allows us to get a little bit closer before we take our shot. I also went through to Gizmo and actually gave him the superior stock to his new plasma rifle, so even if he misses, he will still do a couple of damage. Very, very useful if you've got an enemy that just has 1 or 2 hit points. You can finish it off even if you miss. Now, we don't have any other PCSs. We've picked up very few of those in the course of the game, but if we do actually have a look at the stuff that we have a lot of things. We've got advanced laser sights, improved critical hit. We do have some extended magazines. That might be very, very nice to give to Afro if he doesn't have one already. Afro, what do you have on your weapon? You've got a scope. It's only a normal scope, so we should definitely give you the superior extended magazine. Not all that useful, because you don't have the... I suppose not having to reload so often is useful. Advanced auto-loader. I think we'll just give you the 2 free reloads. We'll save the... can we give you a better scope, though, to give you better aim? Advanced stock, superior scope. Do we need to increase your aim? Not all that much, really. Let's just go quickly back and check what I've got on my weapon. We have an advanced scope. So advanced scope is the best scope, so we will leave that one. Who else could do with some aim improvements? What does Azumo have on his weapon? You have the repeater and the hair trigger. The hair trigger's not all that useful, to be honest. Very, very rarely fires. Let's go ahead and give a superior scope to Azumo. That'll increase his chances of hitting. And also Marbazir, whose aim is often not as good as it could be. Let's go and give you a superior scope too. There we go. Anything else that I really want to give to anybody? See, what I think we should do is use something like the... extended magazine on a sniper that we can give... what's it called? I can't remember the name of the ability now. Forgetting everything. Soldier abilities. It's the one that basically gives you a sort of a cone of fire. But you're shouting it at the screen because you guys can all remember what it's called, but I can't. Kill zone. So it's much more useful to give it to a kill zone sniper. So I think we'll go ahead and give that to Voodoo. Whether or not we're actually going to end up using it. In fact, though, we've also got Vasily here, who is a major and does have kill zone. So he's probably the best one to have that. So you should definitely have the superior extended magazine, because then you get 6 shots that you can take in a single turn. And sure, give you the advanced stock as well. Why not? Whether or not we end up using this guy, I do not know. I don't like his weapon colour because it doesn't match anything else that he is wearing. So let's go ahead and make it olive. So the shades are just different, even if you find the same colour. But that's enough management there. What we need to do now is we need to go ahead and start working on the story mission. We've got to go ahead and get that done. So we can... Oh, we still haven't finished making contact over here yet. We got interrupted before with that supply mission. So let's go over here. We'll finish making contact. As soon as we finish making contact, we can go ahead and do this story mission. That's assuming we don't get another mission in the meantime, which is quite possible that we do. There we go. We've got another war suit. Side training on James is finished. He now has Soulfire. And it sent his hair white. Null Lance can be quite useful. Projects a beam of terrible power that damages every target it passes through. This attack can penetrate multiple enemies and obstacles. It's a long time to train, but it's probably worth doing. So let's go ahead and get that. Back to the bridge. Let's hope we can make contact. And indeed we can. And it's actually snow-covered Siberia. They've actually changed the terrain for this little cutscene. It's nice. Not too sure who this guy is that we always send to make our introductions, but fine. Not really wearing appropriate clothing for the weather. So now we could go and make contact with somewhere else. There's a couple of places we could go and make contact with, really. So we've got a facility here that we could do. And that facility would remove the Avatar Project Progress by 1. We don't need to do that. We're going to go and do the story mission, the Codex Brain Coordinates. We can be expecting 15 enemies. We're going to get a lot of supplies from this. 15 enemies. Andromedans. Annoying. Sectoids. Also annoying. And chrysalids. So, this is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Let us go and launch the mission. There is going to be at least one more enemy on here as well. I still want to bring Afro. We're going to bring all of the usual people here. We're going to give the flamethrower to Marbazir. I think the flamethrower might actually find a use if we end up with a lot of chrysalids. How many medkits do we have? Do I want to bring an extra medkit? We're not going to be doing any skulljacking. I don't think we're going to be doing any hacking. Let's go and bring an extra medkit on Azumo. And we are going to... Do we want to give anybody else the better suit with another rocket launcher? Do we need to give anybody else that? I don't think we do. We could take the Mimic Beacon off Azumo and give it to him, but I think we'll be alright, actually. Now, from what I can remember of this mission, again, I've not done it myself, but I have seen other people do it. There's no time limit on it, and there's a lot of chrysalids. So, the trick here is going to be take our time, use a lot of Overwatch, let the aliens come to us. It's a bit of a cheesy tactic, but at the end of the day, it's an important mission. There's going to be a lot of enemies on the map. We know we've got 15. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's actually 16 enemies. There's actually an extra one you get on the map, so... There's no point me keeping quiet about it, really. It's not like it's an enemy we haven't seen before. Essentially, what will happen is we will get a gatekeeper. So I know we're going to get one gatekeeper on the map. We've already taken out a few of them before anyway, so we're not too worried about that.
Move to investigate the site. Hostile presence is currently unknown, but expect the worst. The squad is concealed.
Well, we do start off concealed. I wasn't sure for a moment there whether or not we would be. Now, from what I've seen before, this map is semi-random, so we do have to head up in sort of this direction. Lots of this purple stuff floating around. We do need to be very, very careful, though. As I have said, we've already found an Andromedan, along with 3 sectoids. So we're going to be giving up our concealed position quite early on. An acid grenade would probably be the most useful thing we could do here. Acid grenade would be really good. Would take some armor off the Andromedan, do a lot of damage to the sectoids.
Grenade!
Andromedan will probably want to come towards us. We've got them all flanked. This will do exceptionally high damage to the sectoids. Actually, it didn't hit the other sectoid. I'm surprised by that because I thought it did. Oh, well, I don't think that sectoid's going to be a huge problem. That sectoid's going to die anyway because he's acid poisoned. So, we need to get some killing done here. You haven't turned into your robotic phase yet. So let's go ahead and get some people into cover. Marbazir is actually still in cover there. But we do want him to take his shot, so having him stay in cover isn't necessarily all that useful. Let's move him forwards a little. We want to do as much damage to this thing as we can. Not the sectoid, you're going to die anyway. Still only got a 45% chance there, Marbazir. I don't like that. Take it anyway. Sounds like we hit... No, we missed it. Fantastic. Good job, Marbs. Good job. It is in cover, I suppose, so that was kind of my own fault. So let's get up there and hit it with a grenade if we can. Let's go and start doing some cover removal. Still a little bit worried about that sectoid in the back, but I don't think it's going to be too problematic. Yeah, so we can hit you there and take out your cover. Do some more damage to you. Then we can move forward with Azumo. Get into cover. You have a 100% chance to hit, so go ahead and take that shot. There we go. We'll now get stage 2 of our Andromedan party. Yeah, we do get stage 2. So what we want to do now is move in with Afro. Confirm that he will have a line of sight. Yes, he will. And you are going to use your... In fact, you can actually hit the... Oh, you can only hit that sectoid. You can't hit the one at the back. That's a shame. Well, we're going to go ahead and use... Should we fan fire? Or will we have enough damage if we just pistol shot and pistol overwatch? How much damage would we do? 8 to 11. I think we save the fan fire. So 97% chance shot with lightning hands. Got our new plasma pistol. Already done 8 damage to it. Now, how much health does it have remaining? 6. How much would we do with the pistol? 8 to 11. 97% chance. So, unless we're 3% unlucky, and we're not, we get a kill. Brilliant. And we've saved face-off and fanfire. So, we've only got one person left that can do anything. Unfortunately, we've got that guy there. I'm just going to go on to Overwatch. The first sectoid will die from the acid anyway. Now, this one didn't get hit by the acid, but I think he's kind of stuck in it, so I'm not sure if he can move. I can hear chrysalids running around, which we fully expected to happen. So we're down to 13, as far as we're aware. Yeah, there's a lot of chrysalids. From what I remember on this mission, most of the aliens are chrysalids. In fact, this is probably the only non-chrysalid group. We have a 54% chance to hit you with Afro, which is not good at all. He isn't moving because he is completely surrounded by that acid. We do have a 90% flanking shot with Shadowhawk, so that's a shot we should really take. And that is one dead sectoid. So, what we're expecting now is a lot of chrysalids.
Heading to that location.
We'll start moving some people forwards. Now, there is one thing in this game. There is a way, there's a method to pretty much get the chrysalids to come to you. It is very, very effective, and that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and move Gizmo over here. We'll move top shelf just over there. So, we'll put some people onto Overwatch. Not Azumo. I'm going to leave him. Marbazir. Me. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our scanning protocol. Got 2 of them now as well. That must be because we've got the upgraded gremlin. So we're going to use our scanning protocol, and this will very often uncover a lot of chrysalids. And as soon as you uncover the chrysalids, it'll start bringing them towards you, and then we just take them out with Overwatch. Surprisingly, didn't trigger any of them, which makes me feel like it was a bit of a waste. We do have a second one though, so we'll start moving up on the next turn. None of them came towards me, which again is not really surprising. So let's start moving forwards.
Confirmed. On the move.
I can hear scurrying.
Let's do this.
Not 100% sure where it is we need to head to. This is one of those maps where you kind of have to go and just look for your mission objective. Now, because this map is mostly chrysalids, cover isn't really all that important because chrysalids can only attack in melee. So, doesn't mean I'm not going to use cover. But if we do end up having to stand out in the open, it's not too bad. And we've got Gizmo, who, again, we should probably run up into some cover. Okay, so let's go and give some people some overwatches. We will get some chrysalids at some point. It's pretty unavoidable. Let's just run up here and have a look. Sounds like we've got some up here, to be honest. Let's get you around on that side. Just trying to move people into... Well, that's not really... That's not going to give you an Overwatch shot, but... Need to get some of these chrysalids activated. Get a Zumo somewhere a little bit more central on the map, and then we can use another scanning protocol. Shadowhawk. Not a great deal of options for you. Let's move you up to this corner, though.
Scanning. Got it covered. Quiet. Do you hear something? All set.
And again, a little bit of scurrying, but nothing really. So let's move up here. We know there's kind of something over in this direction. And we have ourselves a group of chrysalids. Now, at the moment, these chrysalids cannot see us. Unfortunately, we can't really get close enough to hit them with a grenade. Now, where were they? They're up there. That is an absolute mile away. Could technically hit with the blaster bomb. It feels like a bit of a waste, but getting rid of chrysalids is definitely a good thing in this game.
Right behind you.
Let's go ahead and open up with that. We're not going to have too many difficult enemies to worry about, so this seems like a good use of the blaster bomb to start getting rid of some chrysalids. Yeah, we hit 3. They'll come towards us now. Actually, they won't come towards us because they don't know where we are. Looks like we killed one of them as well. We might have even killed more than that. Let's just go ahead and put some people onto Overwatch. Let's let them come to us if it's what they choose to do. Everybody can just Overwatch up. So we had 15 enemies. We've got rid of 3 here. So that means we're now down to 12. And we assume we killed at least one of those. Well, that group there will take us down to 9 if we kill them all. So there are potentially still 9 chrysalids somewhere on the map. And if that doesn't give you nightmares, well, it should. Let's just go forwards a little bit at a time. Okay, so there are still 2 chrysalids left alive. One of them did die. We take a 91% chance shot at that one, and I think we will. There we go, there's another dead chrysalid. That'll take me out of cover. It'll activate that 3rd chrysalid that'll come towards us. And then we'll be 6 down out of 15. That'll take us to 9. We fully expected we were going to get spotted there, so let's start moving people up. We have a 100% chance to hit with a Zumo. Before we take the shot with a Zumo, actually, let's see if we can finish it with someone else. Do we want to use our scanning protocol here? No, I think we'll save it. Everyone's at max rank anyway. We'll take the shot with a Zumo. Gotta love those plasma rifles. Okay, so now we're down to 9. 9 not counting the gatekeeper, that is.
Seems doable.
Let's get some people on all sides, just so we've got some cover.
Scanning.
I'm very much expecting the chrysalids to start coming towards us now.
On Overwatch. Affirmative, covering now.
And Afro will start moving you up. I don't really want you to be too far out at the back on your own.
Covering now.
Okay, we have another group. These guys are going to start running into us, and getting themselves killed, hopefully. So we didn't get to see exactly where they went, but we can start to move forward, so we can use our scanning protocol again. So we know we're down to 9. Right, scanning protocol. Sometimes if you get this in the right place, you end up revealing half the map, and it's really useful.
Something under the ground.
Looks like I picked up... No, we've got 2. So these will come towards us now. In fact, we can actually take a shot with Afro. Got a 97% chance to hit that one, so why would we not take it? There we go. It does have some armor, but we did some damage to it. We can actually see our target there in the distance. When we had that long shot, probably can't see it on the map, but you can kind of hear the sound effect for it. It's just difficult to tell exactly where it is. But it's over in that direction. We know that anyway. So what we want to do is get a few people moved up, get them all on Overwatch. Unless we get some really obvious high chance shots, which we could take, but there probably won't be all that many. Azuma can't really do much else.
Let's do this.
We can move Marbazir up and put him on Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Gizmo, we will move you up to here and put you on Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yep, you didn't have a shot, so you can go on Overwatch. I'm going to go on to Overwatch.
Covering now.
So we need to stop counting chrysalid kills. Sounds like them backing off and burrowing in. Got one coming towards us. There's the target in the background there. That's what we're heading towards, that sort of portal thing. We missed, but we still got a some damage from the stock. Marbazir finishes it off. We're now down to 8.
You want some more?
How are you concealed? That's got to be a bug. It's showing we're concealed at the top of the screen. Now that must be because the
How did that now?
chrysalid's concealed. Yep, there we go. We've activated something. At least it says we've activated something, but it's not showing us what and where.
Not a problem.
So let's continue moving people forwards. Shadowhawk can move up. Again, bit of a slow mission. I'm taking baby steps, but I don't want to get everybody injured before we do a... You know, before we get the next mission. So let's start getting everybody forward. We will need to start bringing Afro forward. He's not going to be useful right at the back on his own. So we've got 8 enemies to go. Well, we're fairly certain we've got 8 enemies to go. I think we'll do a reload on Azamo, actually. And then everybody else we will just have on Overwatch. Okay, we have ourselves 2 chrysalids. They should stop moving towards us. This one has done. Well, it grazed. We did some damage to it. That missed completely from Shadowhawk. Good solid shot from Gizmo. He did graze again, unfortunately. And that armor doesn't help. Good shot there from Marbazir. Marbazir is just ripping these chrysalids apart.
You can't handle me.
Fantastic. Well, that's one dead. There is another one up there somewhere that we've kind of lost sight on. But we are now down to... Oh, I've lost count now. Did that get us down to 8 or 7? No, we had 9. That got us down to 8. That one's got us down to 7. So there's 7 enemies on the map as far as we are aware. You've got to be careful with these chrysalids because they can just pop up out of the ground and hit you. We do have a free reload on Shadowhawk. I know I've just put him somewhere that isn't in cover, but like I said, cover's not really an issue when you're dealing with chrysalids. Because they don't shoot at you.
Locked and loaded.
Melee doesn't respect cover. So let's start getting some people forwards. I don't think they're going to be any non... Actually, there might be some codexes. Marbazir needs a reload. He does have a free reload. Yeah, there might be some codexes, but we haven't triggered those yet.
Here I come.
More worried about the chrysalids.
Come get some.
But I think we're down to 7 enemies, potentially.
Good to go.
Start moving forwards with Afro again. And Azumo, you can get behind there as well.
Affirmative. Covering now. Moving to Overwatch.
A few Overwatches. Okay, they didn't move towards us. This is what we're heading towards, this thing here. This is our target. So before we activate anything, I think we want to get maybe a little bit closer with some people if we can.
Finally.
Let's get up there with Marbazir. Okay, now we've got a group of chrysalids. They'll most likely come towards us. So I think we're down to 7. This will put us down to 4. This might be an excellent time to use the flamethrower. We can hit all... No, we can hit 2 of them. If Marbazir was just a little further back.
Prepping flamethrower.
Do you know what? I'm going to use it anyway. Just because we never really get the opportunity to do it. That took its time. 100% chance to hit all of these with Afro. Could we move Afro close enough to be able to hit them with a pistol? It's difficult to tell.
On my way.
Let's move Afro up to here. And we can do a face-off. And take a shot against all 3 of them. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Kill confirmed.
Good shooting. We only killed 1 of them, but we did do a lot of damage.
Whatever you say.
Move up with everybody. Now we need some kind of grenade, really, or do we? Could we just shoot these guys out? We could probably just shoot them out. Let's move up a little bit with Gizmo. 89%, 87%. Well, let's take these shots where we can. 89% chance, 3 health. That one has more, so we'll... Even if we miss, we'll still do 2 damage because of the stock, but we didn't need to worry about that. It's dead. And then we've still got Azumo. And you've got a 100% chance to hit that last one, so that should be enough to kill it off.
Did you see that one?
I've completely lost legitimate count now. I think we might be down to 4. Possibly. But I can't be 100% sure. So I'm just going to overwatch some people. I think now's a good time to reload.
Ready to rock.
And possibly conceal again. And overwatch. Ah, we have another 2 up here. We are getting an overwatch shot from Shadowhawk. It hit. Through a lot of terrain, but it hit.
That armor's tough.
Wasn't expecting to have any more this close, so we might get attacked here. Which will be unfortunate. He's actually attacking Azumo, and he missed. This is what people do, they attack Azumo.
They've seen me.
It's now uncovered us because we're flanked. Well, do you know what? If you're going to flank me, I'm just going to run over here and shoot you in the face.
On the move.
So let's go ahead and do that. How much damage would we do with a normal shot? 6 to 8. Let's go for the rapid fire. We're not going to miss at this distance. 6 damage from the first shot.
Hit the armor.
We will get a second shot. There's just, for some reason, this game has a bit of a weird animation glitch that slows everything down. There we go. That one is dead.
Good riddance.
We do know that there's at least 1 more in the back of the map. Do we have a shot on it with Afro? No, because we cannot even see the damn thing. So we need to... I think what we will do, actually, is we'll just overwatch everybody up, and it can come to us.
I'm on it. Something in the ground here. Something under the
Ah, there's one over there. I didn't see that one. There's another one over there. So if there were 4 left, then it'll be the one at the back that Shadowhawk took a shot on, which is the one he's shooting at now. So now we're down to 2, and the 2 that we can see, that should be the lot.
You know that was good.
Okay, so these should be the last 2 enemies on the map, I think. We've got a lot of Overwatch shots. Shot from Afro. Missed. Very much unlike you there, Afro. Shot from Gizmo. Missed, but the stock did some damage. Again, very unlike you. Go on, Marbazir, finish it off. Marbazir gets a good clean hit. We have another dead Chrysalid. So there's one left. I am. Because I need to know how many Chrysalids there are. We've got an Overwatch shot from Azamo. All those plasma rounds to the face hasn't reduced his aim. Unfortunately, it has got close enough to attack Shadowhawk. Or has it? No, didn't actually get close enough to attack Shadowhawk on this turn. So, Shadowhawk, you can have the honours of finishing the damn thing off. Okay, so that's all of the aliens as far as I'm aware.
Negative. Weapons dry.
So, everybody's going to get a reload now.
Back online. Let's do this.
Let's make sure everyone's got full ammo for this next part.
I'm ready.
And everyone's just going to Overwatch as well.
I'm ready. Covered. Scanning. I'm on it. Moving to Overwatch. Hold that shot.
Okay, fine. So now we need to go and try and activate the gatekeeper. Because, you know, this is a gate, so it makes sense that there be a gatekeeper, right?
Same rift the Codex used when it appeared. This thing could lead anywhere. It may not even be pointing at Earth.
As with most things, we'll likely need to bring it back to the ship for further examination.
I don't know why I thought there were codexes on this mission. Okay, so we need to start doing some removal of armor. That is a good job for explosives. Didn't shred much of its armor, did it? Did it shred any of its armor? We still have a few other tricks up our sleeve. I'm not sure the gas bomb will be all that useful. We do have... Did we not reload with Shadowhawk? Well, actually, we'll go ahead and launch the acid grenade. Now, we could take another action. If we reload, we won't be able to do anything. So, I think what we'll do is with our second action, we'll just fire the plasma grenade as well. Because, you know, why not? No, I don't want to reload. But I wanted to reload, that's what I would have chosen. I want to fire my plasma grenade at it. There we go. It's got no armor left already. Very low on health now. So, where's Afro? You've got an 86% chance to hit it. If we move you closer, you wouldn't be in cover, which is a bit of a dumb idea. Actually, no, we can move you up here. We'll open up with Lightning Hands, because it's a free shot. And we didn't even need Fanfire, because Lightning Hands was enough to finish it.
Status confirmed. All hostile contacts in the AO.
That's it. We've done. Another story mission finished.
Status confirmed. Commander, we've secured the psionic gateway, and recovery teams are en route to the site. Now it's up to Tigan and Shen to figure out what this thing does.
So, killed all the aliens. It says 17. That's because there was 15, plus the Gatekeeper is 16, and the Andromedan counts as 2, so 17. Another flawless mission. So much easier when everyone's a colonel. Didn't break any records on that one. Once again, most under fire, Azumo. Although nobody actually got hit. But Azumo also made the most attacks, so obviously the enemy fear him enough to make him a priority target. Shadowhawk actually dealing the most damage. To be fair, he did throw a lot of explosives on that mission. So now that we have the gate, we can start to research that in the Shadow Lab, the Shadow Chamber, which we will do. But I would like to get the rest of the plasma weaponry finished first. As you can see, the plasma weaponry is very, very effective. No promotions to get. Because everyone's already a colonel. And I think there are just 2 story missions left now. So we are getting very, very close to the end of this game. We're just really waiting on research at this point.
The alien artifact we recovered from the field resembles a portal or gateway of some kind. Although we believe it provides the aliens with a means of long-distance travel, potentially beyond the confines of our world itself, it will take time before we could truly understand the gateway's function.
So we will have to start working on that.
Witnessed in the field, Commander, it is clear this psionic gateway provides the aliens with some means of far-off travel. It will be up to you to determine not only how it functions, but exactly where this gateway leads.
So not only do we gain 225 supplies, but we also reduce the avatar progress by 2. So we've got to examine the psionic gate in the Shadow Chamber. We need to upgrade the Shadow Chamber in order to be able to do that.
Psionic gateway we recovered, we will need to make the appropriate modifications to the Shadow Chamber first, Commander.
So we will go and upgrade this. It's going to cost us 200 supplies and a bit of power, but we can do it. So now we have the gate installed in there. So we're not quite at our power cap. We do have some supplies left. We'll just go back to the map. So that reduces progress by 2.
The aliens will no doubt have to deal with the loss of this unusual artifact, Commander. I trust you will work to uncover its purpose.
So when you think about it now, currently the Avatar project is at 3, which I think is what it starts at the beginning of the game. It's either 3 or 4 at the start of the game. If I wanted to, and I'll be honest, I don't. If I wanted to, I could go and do this facility right now and take it down to 2. And then we could potentially go and make contact down here. We would have to get some additional resistance contacts, but we could go down here if we wanted to and go and take out this facility and then get it down to 1. So we can actually get it down quite low. I think what we're going to do for the meantime, because I'm not too bothered about that stuff, is we're actually going to go back to HQ and try and get some intel. Intel's going to be very important to us for the next mission. Now let's just have a quick look and see what we've got happening. We have our retaliation strike is 2 weeks away. We'll probably get a guerrilla ops at some point. We are 1 day away from the plasma lance completing. We're also 1 day away. Do you know what? Let's just scan for a day. Hopefully we'll be safe. Brilliant. So we've now got the plasma lance. So what we want to do now is probably work on the storm gun. That's only going to take 3 days.
I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Hey, Commander.
And we want to go and build the plasma lances. 300 supplies, so you can see you do run out of money quite quickly.
I'm proud of what we're doing here. For the first time in a long time, we're actually
I think what we might do is just go and have a quick look at the black market.
Market is open.
So we must have a lot of stuff that we don't need that we can sell. Berserker corpses, do we need any of them? I don't think so, we'll sell that. Advent officer corpses, don't need all of those. Sectoid corpses, don't need all of those. Stun lancer corpses, don't know why we need any of them really. Muton corpses. Mech Rex. Just trying to sell everything down to 6. I know some of these are used in building things, but at the end of the day, what are we really building at the moment? Not an awful lot. Venom rounds, I never use them. Let's go ahead and sell those. Archon corpses, again, loads of those. Chrysalid corpses, we've got loads of those. Faceless corpses. Dragon rounds, never use them. Advanced repeater. We definitely want to keep those. anything else we could potentially get rid of? Still haven't used the Wraith suit, have I? Really should start equipping that on somebody. I've only got one Andromedon wreck. That is strange. Still, that's 276. 276 supplies. Now, I don't really want to buy anything, but I'll have a little look and just see what there is. I definitely don't want to trade intel for supplies. Not at this point. Intel is very, very important to us. But that has given us now a lot of supplies again, which we'll use up very, very quickly. And we have Guerrilla Ops. So what do we have? We have 3 options for the Guerrilla Ops. We have the... This one would give us intel, and it will reduce decreased supplies. That sounds like it might be the best one to get. What do the other ones do? This one is only difficult. This would give us an engineer. Now, it would block a major breakthrough in the Avatar project, which will add 2 blocks, but again, I'm not too bothered about that. It's not like we are up against the wall in terms of the timer, and an engineer isn't really all that much use to us. And then we have this one, which would give us more supplies and would counter the increased detection radius, as I'm sure it's radius, not radii, increased detection radius of enemies. Yeah, because radii would be multiple radiuses of an enemy, but it's an individual radius of all enemies. Weird English. I'm going to have a think about it, because obviously this video has gone on for long enough. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying XCOM 2. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.